Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns 2, and welcome to the LavaDash, to the Twilight Princess Goron Mines RTA tournament in 2023. Find the prelims, and it's Pool 1 or Pool A, and we'll see how these 5 runners, Fino, Link, 1183, Simi, Geost, and Nimzo gonna go up against each other with 2 wonderful commentators in B-Roll the Beast and the guy downstairs. Take it away.
The commentators are inside us. Oh no.
Oh,
Thanks,
Oh,
Trez.
boy.
that's terrifying.
The commentators were inside all along.
Yeah, was it not supposed to tell them?
Oh no. Was our secret. Now everyone will know how to commentate just like us.
Oh boy.
We should be in store for a pretty cool match today, though. A big
Yeah.
assortment of really good runners, so...
Yeah. Simikin's currently the world record holder for this category. And we have several other capable runners here as well. Should be a good race.
For
So
sure.
not if Geo gets this head start.
I'm a little confused by that. I'm guessing he was just practicing a bit.
I guess, yeah.
I guess you can never be too safe since he is on Wii, so...
Yeah.
A little bit more difficult for the Wii runners.
That's what I hear anyway. I've never played the Wii version. Maybe they're making it all up.
It's just a hoax this entire time.
Yep. Oh yeah, the race is counting down.
I'm gonna refresh my page. I think it's a little off. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 30 seconds behind for us.
Okay, cool. And we are off.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, all the runners. So the beginning of this run starts off very similar to a lot of other categories, which is by starting with back in time. It is a frame perfect trick, but there is a safe setup, which I assume all the GC runners will be going for. Unfortunately, the one Wii runner, Geo, is going to have to go for a slightly less safe variant of it. But from what I understand, they do have a consistent setup-ish for it. It's just not as safe as the GC safe setup.
I know nothing about it. It is not being nice to everyone. Nimzo having some trouble, Fino having some trouble. Wonder how many times Fino has bonked into that gate in his life.
Oh, so many. Fino being one of the runners who has been around pretty much since the birth of Twilight Princess speedrunning, so it's probably in the tens of thousands of times that he's bonked in that gate, if not more.
So yeah, all the runners are doing back in time. Oh no, it looks like Geo failed it. That's unfortunate. That'll cost quite a bit of time. But yeah, all the runners are doing back in time and making a save on the title screen. And what that does is skips the opening sequence of the game. Skips getting the Worm Sword and Shield, getting the slingshot, getting the fishing rod, bunch of stuff. We do still have a bit of opening sequence to do. We need to get the lantern, save Tallow, herd some goats, all that good stuff. All that stuff that helps you get into Goron Mines.
Yeah, unfortunately, we will not be going to get the froggy lure today, so if you came here for that, then you may as well.
I'm leaving.
You're in for a surprise, I guess. It's very sad.
And Geo
But
got
the-
bit this time.
Sweet. Yeah, from what I understand, back in time is just more difficult and more finicky on Wii, so I'm sure he'll take a second try bit.
Yeah, I know it's more crash prone too, which hopefully we won't see later on in the race. But it has happened.
Fortunately for our GC runners, back in time is safe. If I've never like had a crash and for a reason I did not know. Usually it's like loading the wrong file or something that results in a crash, but in general it's very safe on GC.
Oh yeah, what languages do we have going on today? Looks like we have Spanish from Link and Nimzo, Japanese from Fino, and Dio's on Wii. Or on Wii, of course. On English. You know, Wii language.
Those Wii
the
runners
Japanese,
do speak a different language.
Yeah. I don't know how to speak it. Got confused. Japanese is the... well, actually, I guess Korean is probably the fastest language for this, but Japanese is the fastest language for GameCube, and all the other languages are only very slightly slower. Language
Korean
doesn't make too much of a difference in this, but the version does. Wii actually has a 1 minute time save or so. Simikins apparently just pulled a number of thin air. X and 1 minute advantage approximately over GameCube because of a glitch in Goron Mines. I
So,
speak.
with that failed back in time from Geo, he is on even playing grounds with the GameCube runners now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
And also, like, an interesting thing, Korean would actually not be optimal because Korean is only on the Wii version, and Korean does not have back in time, so you would be put at a very big disadvantage.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
But Japanese is the most optimal for this by like a second.
Like Link is the first to break the cage. Very nice. In any percent, or not 80%, in PB attempts, we usually look for sub 4 cage break as a marker of a really strong intro. Of course, in a race, the runner might have trouble getting through the gate or do safe back in time like all of our GameCube runners did. So it's pretty uncommon to see a sub 4 in a race.
Yeah, if you saw a sub 4 in a race, then that would be an insane insane cage break if you were doing safe bit.
Yep.
And upcoming we have goats, and a good time to aim for is sub 20, but like most runners are content with sub like 25 goats. They'll usually take that in a run.
But wait,
anything
TGD,
higher than that is bad.
If you get sub 20 goats, then you still have goats left to herd. Or 20.
So you have to get those goats in Goron Mines. That's like the whole point of the category.
Oh.
There's one goat, that's the final boss.
Link almost had a really good goats. That was nearly a 17.
And he's taking his frustrations out by slashing the
Oh
goat.
my god. Well, we're seeing an alternate strat from Link. Check this out. You can slash the goat. He didn't set up the angle properly. Make the goat chase you.
Unfortunate read by Link.
Yeah. I didn't notice what goats times everyone else got.
Looks like pretty good times because they were a decent amount behind Link, and now they've pulled ahead.
Yeah,
I'm probably guessing 20s-ish. And this will be the first deviation from the any percent route. Normally in any percent we would go to bow, get the iron boots now, and then save afterwards for later. But we actually need bow for other things later on, so.
Yeah, actually, this is probably a good time to go over the general route. So the goal of the category is to beat Goron Mines as quickly as possible from a new file. And to do that, we do have to do some of this intro stuff that's in basically every category. But Goron Mines being the second dungeon, one might expect that we'd have to do the first dungeon first, but we're actually never going to enter the Forest Temple. Make this a pretty unique TP speedrun because TP speedruns often have Gale Boomerang LJAs all over the place. But we're not going to get the boomerang this time. So anyway, after this intro bit, or intro stuff, I shouldn't say bit, the runners are going to get to Farron and clear the Farron Twilight as a method of getting to Kakariko, and then clear the Elden Twilight, which is required for getting into Goron Mines. At that point, they'll do a glitch called text displacement, which we'll explain in a little bit more detail later, to get into Goron Mines. And then they have to beat Goron Mines. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's a if like you're interested in getting into this game, Goron Mines RTA is a very good introductory category because of its length, but also has like the major glitches that you would see at the start of an any percent run, but in a
Yeah.
more digestible format. So now we just have sewers. It's the same every run. It's pretty much an auto scroller, but there's an interesting mechanic which is dash canceling. You'll see the runners do a lot. And dash canceling is pretty much interrupting your dash animation within 10 frames of initiating a dash. And what that will allow you to do is do a dash right afterwards. And that will help save some time.
Had a nice tactical bonk from Link just 20 seconds ago or so. And it looks like Fino, or wait, no. No, Fino's ahead of Nimzo. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Got Fino in the lead by 10, 15 seconds. Nimzo just behind, and then Link maybe 2 seconds behind Nimzo. And then Geo is, I want to say, 30-ish seconds behind Link and Nimzo. It's kind of hard to compare.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to compare the Wii runners to the GameCube runners because Wii load zones are faster. Wii loads just in general are faster and there's less lag. I guess they don't have any load zones between them right now. Fino, unfortunately, got that text. If you watch Nimzo and Link, they're going to try to avoid the text that Fino just got upon landing in the water by jumping just to the left. I think Nimzo jumped too far to the left. Let's watch Link. Link nailed it. Yeah, Nimzo had to do the jump again. You have to fall there once in order to get the prompt for the midna jump. But if you fall and don't land in the water, then you don't get the text. If you jump too far left, then you don't activate the midna jump at all. Yeah, I did that in my race too. I forgot.
You did what in your race? Sorry.
I jumped too far left.
Oh. Yeah, I've been in a route with that for some reason, even though it's super easy. And Link missing the one framer. In every case but one, well, I guess this is a different case, but for this, there's a lot of one frame tricks where you can jump attack out of a cutscene or to avoid some midna text. And coming out of the sewers, there is one frame where you can get a jump attack to skip it, and that saves like a second or two, but I'm not sure who got it, but I did notice that Link missed it, which is unfortunate. And Link and Nimzo being pretty much in sync right now.
Yeah. I guess that makes Fino and Geo the Backstreet Boys.
So coming up is probably either the most notorious glitch for people learning Twilight Princess or the second most notorious glitch or trick, and that is sword and shield skip. We're going to be trying to lure this Bulblin named Hugo over to the Twilight wall because we are trying to skip the sword and shield, hence the name. Due to back in time, it is actually impossible to get them by normal means due to the advanced state that it puts Ord in. So we have to do a long jump attack with Hugo to jump over a ground trigger, which tells you to go back, and hit an air trigger, which allows you to go into the Twilight. And the timing and position for it is very precise. So let's hope that all of our runners can get it first try, because losing it loses like roughly a minute and some change.
Good luck, everyone.
Unfortunate for Fino.
Dang. Link missed it too. Everyone tends to take their time setting this up in races because it's pretty bad to fail. Costs a lot of time.
And Nimzo's really wanting to get him in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
cool,
Nimzo
so-
got it. So Nimzo's taking the lead of we have on screen, though I checked Simi's stream. Simi did get it first try, and I think is ahead by probably 30 seconds or more.
Yeah, so if you fail the trick, you have to void out and lure him all the way back over from the other end of the map. And because if you were to try to do it again without voiding out, you would kill Hugo. And if you killed Hugo, it is impossible to continue because he will never respawn.
Now let's check in with Simi. Simi, yeah, it looks like Simi has finished the Shadow Beast fight that Nimzo's on. So Simi is in the lead by a solid, 20, 30 seconds.
Let's see if Fino and Geo can get sword and shield skip here.
Yeah.
Hugo not wanting to cooperate though.
No. Just keep swimming.
Alright,
There you
Fino
go.
got a second try, and I think
And
that's the
Gio
first
got
try
two.
for Geo.
Nice. Oh yeah, so Gio caught up to Fino then. Yeah, Simi now is starting the Farron Twilight. He's going to kill all the bugs, and he will eventually collect all the tiers. He's going to come back for the tier that he just left in a little bit after he clears out Koro's house, but the two bugs that he already killed at the very beginning, he's going to leave those tiers for the very end because of where Farron Twilight warps you after you've completed it. It'll just be more convenient to get them later.
And if you're familiar with like a 100% run or all dungeons run, this version or this routing of Farron Twilight is slightly different due to just some routing differences, which will be coming up here in like a minute or so.
How Gio and Fino are nearly synced.
Which is it's kind of weird to see because they're right next to each other and it's a mirror image. So currently it's looking like Simi and Nimzo are fairly close to each other. Nimzo probably about 20 seconds behind. Gio and Fino are neck and neck. And looks like Link is still having a little bit of trouble with Hugo. He's really not wanting to cooperate today.
Yeah, race, sword, and shield skip can be pretty rough.
And then Fino pulling ahead after getting the double bug kill. And Gio kind of fumbling that a little bit. That double bug kill can be kind of finicky. So coming up on Simikin's screen, there's going to be two bugs by the entrance of the North Farron area. And what he's going to do is void out in order to reset their position so they're not dug. But we're just going to kind of pretend like he accidentally voided out. Or I guess never mind, this is really awkward now.
Well, we might see that on other runner screens. It's technically a little bit faster to not void out, but it's less consistent or something. That's what I've heard. I always void out.
Yeah,
I don't want this
I've always
category.
done that.
We might see that on Nimzo's side in a second. I'm not sure though.
That totally
Now-
ruined the bit.
Yeah, blame Simi for that. Now Simi's going to do a trick called EMS, or Early Master Sword, where he's going to get a super jump off of the Shadow Beast, and then he's going to go get the Master Sword. What? Where are you going, Simi? That's not where the Master Sword is.
Master Sword's
You
been in Forest
missed.
Temple this
Oh,
whole
you
time.
fell off.
Unfortunate.
He's
That's
never
going to
run
cost him some time.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's going to get these two bugs so that he can complete the vessel after getting the Master Sword. That's smart. Everyone
Very
should do
smart
that.
routing.
Plus L plus ratio. Let's see if Nimzo does it. Nimzo's really... Ooh. All these runners are so smart. Now Simi is... What is he doing? Oh. Interesting. I think
I thought he was going to go for the B charge, but then I think he decided against it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It looks like Simi has some weird Jamal position, but he's going to go for fast EMS.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's really
Very
nice.
well done.
Yeah. Now Simi is actually going to get the Master Sword. Notice he has 2 spots left on his vessel on the right side of the screen. Those are the 2 tiers that he left at the very beginning of the Twilight. And Nimzo coming back for second EMS. Oh no.
I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel that the second EMS feels so much weirder than the first one, even though it's the exact same trick.
Yeah,
I just have like so much more difficulties with it.
Yeah, and Nimzo didn't. Nice job, Nimzo. I do, because I haven't really figured out how to how to get the Shadow Beast to stay along the wall. A good first EMS from Fino too. Like I always end up with the Shadow Beast too far away from the wall, and then I fail it by like I get the super jump, but I'm not close enough to the wall for it. And that's just because I don't run this category.
Yeah, we saw the fast EMS, or the faster EMS from Simi. That's actually very optimal for this category because it prevents you from, or makes it easier to not have to reposition him.
Wait, Simi and Nimzo... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
you can go ahead and finish your thought quick.
Well, I was going to say Simi and Nimzo were synced up, but on different Skull Kid hits.
There's also the hardest or the fastest EMS, which is on that like small section of the barrier, which is extremely difficult, but is very optimal for this category because we are already heading towards that direction anyway. But I have never seen anybody do it in a run before.
Nice second EMS from Fino. Looks like Gio's gotten first EMS, and we'll be going back for the second now. And Simi and Nimzo are just in the Skull Kid chase. They're going to 3 predetermined locations that they already know about, unless they've forgotten where Skull Kid is hiding and tooting his horn. And we'll enter the fight at the end. Simi got a big jump off of that.
For the Skull Kid fight, similar to the first phase, it is 3 hits on him, and you need to wait for him to blow his horn to hit, and the timer starts counting down as soon as you kill at least one of the puppets. Runners are going to try to kill just one, because for every extra puppet hit, that is an extra 3 frames lost due to the little like hit stun effect that it does whenever you hit an enemy or hit one of the puppets.
That one is 5 frames.
Oh, it's 5?
Yeah. Oh, Fino getting whacked. Man, what a jerk. Gio is having some interesting trouble killing a Shadow Beast to restart EMS. Like, it was doing the thing that often happens in CAC where the charge attack just doesn't go anywhere.
Oh. Fino doing a good job correcting his position. There's a pretty consistent way of killing that one bug in the upper ledge where you can just hold up left and dash. But you kind of messed up the attacks a little bit, so he had to correct himself on the fly, which can be kind of awkward. So we have Simi doing the extremely hard Master Sword puzzle. I'm sure he's looking at a guide right now.
Yep.
We have Nimzo is entering the puzzle, and Fino just behind him, and Gio working on the first half of the puzzle. And then Link 1183 also just entered Forsaken Grove.
Me is the first to the Master Sword at 22:27 of the race. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a solid start, especially for a race.
Yeah, the funny thing is, we who run any percent a lot and longer categories think of this as the start, but this is a full third of the run. This is more than a third of the run. Sounds good, Link. I think when I don't do that, it's just to avoid confusion. There is a link on the screen, too.
I don't see a singular link right now.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah,
I see
there's
a lot
this
of
dog
walls.
guy.
Oh, never mind. There he is. But the Master Sword is both a important piece of a very important item, but also kind of breaks the game, which is why text displacement, which we talked about a little bit earlier on, will come into play in about 20-ish minutes.
Yeah, the game kind of assumes some things when you have the Master Sword. As TGD said, it helps in that we can transform and warp anywhere, not anywhere, anytime we want to now, instead of just being limited to doing that in the Twilights. But having the Master Sword means that the game doesn't let you get into Goron Mines normally. You can't do the sumo wrestling event in the entrance. So, because the reason that you can't get in to Goron Mines is just that you can't advance Goron's text to the box where he says, "Get out of the way, let him into Goron Mines." So the text displacement is going to offset what the game thinks our position in a conversation is in-game dialogue, and we will apply that to Goron's conversation and just get him to that text box, whereas we normally couldn't. All right, Simi just exiting the Master Sword cutscene as Fino enters it. So they're, what, a minute and a half? Or no, about 2 minutes apart.
And
Oh, I'm looking
Simi
at the wrong screen.
transforming before fully collecting the last tier, as he's going to try and do a one-frame backflip out of this cutscene skip.
Yeah. No, he's not following the route.
Yep, run's dead.
Yeah, so now Simi's going to do something kind of weird. He's going to save. Oh, interesting. Wait, why does he have 3 files?
I'm guessing you just had one
Yeah, I guess.
already.
Yeah, so he's going to save and then go jump off a bridge. I guess he's just really distraught about the quality of his run. I don't know, it seems pretty good to me. And when he jumps off the bridge, he's going to do back in time again, but this time he's going to void and load the file he just saved at the same time. It's going to wrong warp him into the King Bulblin 1 fight, which is pretty nifty considering we want to get to Kakariko Village anyway, and that's where that leaves us. King Bulblin 1 is a pretty RNG heavy fight. The run isn't worth it. It's kind to Simi.
Oh, doing
Oh, 2 spins.
horseback quick spins. Attaboy.
That's tough. So that's unfortunate that King Bulblin turned left there. Ah, no. He got away.
Really bad RNG for Simi.
He's going for it. No!
Lived it
Simi,
dangerously.
no! Oh, that's sad. This fight is infuriating because his boar speeds up as you speed up, but it just goes like I think it just goes the same amount of speed faster than you, no matter what. Sorry, slower than you, no matter what. But yeah, it's just so aggravating. Anyway,
Yes, Sky put it well in the chat.
Hopefully Nimzo fares better. Yeah, Simi's doing phase 2 now, where he'll just turn around and hit KB twice instead of having to do 2 cycles.
Yeah, fortunately, that second phase of the fight is consistent, and that just boils down to your skill level.
This whole run boil. Oh, never mind.
And Nimzo having slightly better King Bulbin 1 RNG, but still not very preferable. And
He's now
Simi
going
entering
to-
this house to say hi to some fire.
Yeah. Specifically, he's going to enter and exit through right doors. They're faster than left doors. Well, let's see if he goes for the time saver here. Oh, that's such bad RNG. No, he's doing
He's
this.
losing 3 seconds. Was it 3 seconds or 3 frames?
I don't think it was either. It's. I think Lover said it was like half a second. I never timed it. I enter the right door. Waste a lot of time to enter the wrong door. Fino's having just a wild time with King Bulblin. No, don't do it, Fino. Don't do it. Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay, it worked out for him.
Nimzo getting better RNG on that first Shadow Beast. So now Simi's entering Elden Twilight. All the runners are approaching it. And she's got to collect, what is it, 16 tears from the bugs? Actually, I don't remember.
I think so. No,
I think
or
it's 16.
15 maybe.
Yeah, maybe 15.
I could count the vessel. Yeah, it's 16.
Oh, you counted. Oh, thanks.
Simi having a little bit of trouble with basement bugs. If you mess up the strat, then they can really scatter all over the place and make it really difficult to do quickly. It looks like Geo is working on doing back in time.
One must assume.
And looks like he got it. Let's hope he doesn't crash when he presses A and B. And it looks like he's good.
Yep, that is not a crashed game.
That just goes back to what we were saying earlier that back in time on Wii is just more finicky. And I guess from what I've understood, they can void out beforehand to prevent the game from crashing when they press either the A or the B button, which they need to do in order to open up the file menu. And I guess voiding out beforehand allows you to, or prevents you from crashing.
Simi
I don't
was
think they know
careful there.
why, but yeah.
Simi was careful there to let the tier fully collect before he exited the Malamart. Smart. Oops. Nimzo and Simi are one eld in apart from each other, with Fino trailing by 45 seconds, if I had to guess. Looks like Geo is having some trouble with King Bulblin. Oh no, okay. Ah, there we go.
So the top, we
There are-
got Fino, Simi, and Nimzo are really close to each other right now. Only nothing like no major time differences between the three of them.
Nimzo and Simi are probably 25 seconds apart.
Probably about that, yeah.
And Simi's coming up on the biggest trick in this section of the run, bomb house skip. There's a big old bomb house, a big old cutscene attached to it right after this area. And if Simi just manages to kill the bug that's trying to enter it before it enters, then he can skip that whole cutscene. But to do so, he's got to do kind of an awkward jump. And it's pretty easily done as human when we have a boomerang, but this category doesn't get the boomerang. It takes too long. Simi's going to just position himself very carefully on this ledge and jump over and kill the bug. Nice going, Simi.
Expertly done.
Oh, missed a tier. Okay. Like Gio's just now getting the vessel. And Fino is going back to the fireplace. I think he was cold.
Nimzo on Wolf Bomb House skip.
Yep. Very nice. Simi is rich! Yeah, this category doesn't need rupees for anything. So they want to avoid those text boxes as best they can. Of course, we want to do that 90%, but we also want to get some of the rupees. Simi is now ahead of Nimzo by 1 watchtower.
I think rupee text is really slow on Japanese. I know for a fact it is on Spanish, but I think Japanese rupee text is also pretty slow.
Interesting. So is having an unfortunate time with this bug and is going to get the rupee? Not. Oh, he might get the rupee. No. Okay. I was thinking he might get the rupee just to avoid getting the text box. Like while he was waiting, he could side hop over it. I'm missing a quick climb, unfortunately. Let's see how Fino does Wolf Bomb House skip. Oh. Yeah, wolf controls are kind of tough because we've got to hold. If we're trying to side hop or back hop, we've got to hold to the side or I think he's going to fall off.
Yeah, he wasn't far enough back.
Yeah. Right, if we're trying to side hop, we've got to hold the direction on the control stick that we want to go, or at least a frame before we press A. And if we don't do that, then we get that awkward angled jump attack like we saw Fino get.
Oh, is that what makes it like diagonal? Because I never knew like why the jump attack was a weird diagonal jump attack.
Yeah, that's why. If you press the control stick direction and A on the same frame, then you get that. Oh no, Fino fell off again.
Yeah, from what I understand, each mess up of Wolf Bomb House skip, if you were to fall down, is roughly like 30-ish seconds, depending on how fast you did your setup.
Yeah, well, and how far into the setup you were. Like, the first time Fino had done the whole setup when he was going for the jump. The second time, he just fell off before setting up. Nice. There he goes. Bug. Sweet. So Simi has now finished Elden Twilight and needs to get into Goron Mines now that he's just opened up the area. And again, the way he's going to do that is by getting text displacement. Now, TGD mentioned earlier that in an any % run, you would get the iron boots right after herding the 20 goats, because we were right there next to Bo already. But in this category, it's fastest to use Bo to get the text displacement. So we're going to, or the runners, I'm not going to do this. The runners are going to talk to Bo a certain number of times, 4 to 6 times, in order to progress the dialogue a certain amount, and then they will go apply that to Goron. The only reason this works is it doesn't just happen if you talk to any NPC and then go talk to any other NPC. The only reason this works is because this flag that we use for text displacement is kept for conversations that are supposed to be uninterruptible. And the conversation with Bo is supposed to be just a cutscene, like you're not supposed to be able to stop it. But because of back in time at the beginning, the cutscene is broken, and we'll be able to advance Bo's text just the right number of times.
Yeah, so Simi will be talking to Bo a minimum of 2 times and a maximum of 6, but optimally he will do 4 to 6 times, and that will keep the progress of the conversation You can
Like
do
Geo.
2 or 3 times, but it is actually slower because it does not maintain your progress into the conversation.
Side hop against a Geo. Or go back in. The Geo got Wolf Bombhouse Skib and left a tier there. You can just side hop against the side of the building to get those, but Geo didn't know that. I think Geo's a bit newer. Everybody's a bit newer than Fino. I didn't catch how many times Simi talked to Bo. Now warping away. And this is a really awkward section of the run because he can't get the iron boots right now because that would ruin the text displacement. He does need them in not Temple of Time, Goron Mines. Where is my brain going? So after he applies this text displacement, he is going to go back to Bo and get the iron boots.
Yeah, the Goron Mines RTA is a really good route, but this is one of the more silly parts of it. But it saves time, so that's why we do it. And we saw there that Simi did some side hops to skip some Gorons from hitting him.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's got us a different side hop strat. Saw Sky do something interesting the other day. I do it differently. Simi got whacked, but he does it differently. What? Simi did that in the way where he had to talk to Goron twice. Simi knows what he's doing. Where's he going? Simi?
He's scared.
Oh no. Did Simi mess up TD?
Yeah, I think running into that corner gets rid of TD.
What?
Like, when he entered the area, I think if that... you saw like that weird messed up cutscene he had of the meteor falling?
Oh.
I think that messes up TD because I had that happen like a really long time ago when I was playing, when I learned this category like a year and a half ago.
Well, that's no good. So what Simi's gonna do, assuming he's gonna continue, Simi is going to warp to Farron and get TD. Well,
can he get
let's
it
go
back?
get Uku. He's got to go into Forest Temple.
That is an interesting development.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know about that. That's awful. It looks like Simi's gonna try to continue, but he can just talk to Bo again? I don't know if he knows more than we do at this point.
I imagine he does.
We have Link back on screen. Link is just a few seconds away from Geo, maybe 15 seconds behind. And it looks like Nimzo, well, Nimzo and Simi are in the same place. I don't know which trip Nimzo is on. Looks from his splits. Okay, they're on the same... Well, no, I guess Nimzo's is one trip ahead now, because Simi's going to Bo 3 times, I guess.
I wonder if talking to him once, assuming he did it 4 or 5 times, can get him TD back, because...
Yeah, I hope Simi has brushed up on his Japanese recently.
This just made things a lot closer.
Yeah. Okay, so that didn't work. Yeah, Simi now can't get TD from Bo. So, if he wants to continue, then what he will do is go into the Forest Temple, get Uku, come back out, get 100 rupees, talk to Koro, buy the lantern oil from him and uku away from Koro on a one-frame window, and that will give him TD. From the looks of things, he's not continuing.
Yeah, that's what he did there was upon entering. So upon entering, what is the I cannot think of the place outside of Goron Mines. There is that cutscene that plays of dropping that big meteor or lava rock, whatever you want to call it. And when he went into that back corner, he hit a cutscene which just took away his text displacement.
Alright, so I guess Fino... I can't see from his splits. I think he's on his way to Wrestle Bow, as Nimzo is now doing. Or, no, has just done. Whoops, he just warped away.
And on Nimzo, he's going to be doing a trick called Early Elevator, which involves clipping out of bounds, transforming into a wolf, and then jumping through a pipe that will get you to the elevator early, which brings you up to the entrance of Goron Mines.
Yeah, the runners couldn't do this earlier because they had no way of getting in. They had to apply TD first. This Goron that's blocking Nimzo, that we'll see in just a second, would not have moved out of the way.
I think it may have moved out of the way, but it would have at least gotten rid of text displacement, which we do not want.
So Nimzo is our first to enter Goron Mines. With Simi now out of the running, looks like Nimzo has a very clear lead. Nimzo appears to be ahead of Fino by 3 minutes or so. That is very unfortunate.
And Fino has a pretty good lead over Geo and Link, but the two of them, Geo and Link, are really close to each other. Probably about 30 seconds difference, maybe. Probably less than that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, did you know about the cutscene thing? I didn't know about that. Ooh, Nimzo got a nice hop. Maybe that's normal there. I usually side hop, I'm not sure. Well, let's see if Nimzo goes for risky but time saver to note saves 4 seconds only. I see. My god, that was so clean. That was the cleanest risky but time saver to note saves 4 seconds only I've ever seen.
In order to get that little time saver, it requires very clean movement from entering that room to getting to those platforms. And moving in that room can be difficult because of varying levels of lag, as well as extreme slopes, which make it crucial to frame perfectly chain your rolls to maintain your speed.
Dang.
You know, with a clean early elevator, it looks like.
You almost got whacked there. And Geo and Link both on bow.
Geo getting better RNG, though.
So Nimzo, to open the boss door, is only going to need the 3rd key shard, but he just got the first one, and you might be thinking, why didn't he just climb this ladder? But you can't. Go into Goron Mines and try it. Game won't let you. He is going to skip the second one, though, probably. With a trick called key shard skip. He could have hookshot the ladder. Need to get the hookshot.
Now entering Goron Mines.
Hopefully, Fino has a good, clean first room. The first room of Goron Mines, I find, is the most treacherous.
Oh, and Fino going for the pool strat. Very clean.
Ah, but without the side hop. Oh, with the side hop, but targeting the Tadpole. Oh, wait a minute. I seem to have missed something. Link is still wrestling Bo, and Geo is already at Death Mountain. Weren't they on Bo at the same time? Link must have had a really bad bow.
Oh, they were on different phases when they were synced up.
Still. Oh no, Geo avoided out. So, part of that trick is to do a jump attack right as you go out of bounds so that you land on some floor collision, but you did the jump attack a little bit too late.
Oh, it looks like Bo is really bad for Link.
Dang.
And Geo electing not to do early elevator for the second time.
And figuring out where to go. Oh, he's just going for some health.
Uh-oh. Also, I don't know why he has sword out. That'll be an interesting way to go about it.
I guess maybe I think the button to roll and to slash are different on Wii, maybe? 'Cause we do a dry roll, but I have no idea.
I think it's still Z and A to do like a roll or a dry roll, and that also does a jump attack on Wii. But I don't run the version of the game, so they'll know. Geo will know much better than I do.
Let's watch Nimzo do a cool trick. He's not going to open this gate. Nimzo's too good for gates. Nimzo is just going to walk right through it.
That was really quick. Those tech tights can oftentimes be a bit of a nuisance, so getting past the gate without them being a bother is always nice.
Nice.
And Link and Geo being very close. Link just entering Goron Mines.
Yep, they're in the same room.
Probably only about 10-15 second difference between the two of them.
Nimzo's now coming up on the key shard skip that I mentioned earlier. All he's got to do is jump from one rotating platform to one stationary one and skip a lower story door. It is unfortunately quite precise. Where? Oh, that's interesting.
I guess he's doing this setup right away, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Buffering. Wow, okay.
Wow.
You
I've
can't
never
argue with
seen
that.
someone do it like that.
GG Nimzo. Very clean.
So coming up on Nimzo's screen, he's going to be doing Dangoro, and is going to be
Gonna be
attempting
what?
to do it in a... Huh? I don't know.
Never mind.
But he's going to be trying to do it quickly. So he's going to start by doing 3 jump attacks, followed by 3 backflips. And mid-third backflip is going to put on Iron Boots and get nudged by Dangoro. And attempts to throw him off, fall off the ledge, climb up, and then hopefully get a quick spin off to hit him once more. But the quick spin is RNG. If he doesn't go into a favorable spot, then you just won't hit him. And on Geo's screen, you're probably going to look at this. You'll be seeing the Wii exclusive glitch, which makes
Oh, yeah.
Goron mines RTA so much faster on Wii.
Where's Fino going? Fino must have missed the cycle on this. It's possible he got knocked off by a Bulblin or something. But yeah, Geo and Link are very close together right now. Link is entering the room that Geo's in, but Geo's about to save a lot of time just because of the version.
Yes. Oh, I don't know if it's exclusive to the Wii 1.0 version, but Wii at least has a trick where if you unequip or if you force unequip Iron Boots, mid like magnet lift off, you can actually just have your walking speed, but on the ceiling. You can't roll, but it's still walking speed is so much faster than walking with Iron Boots on.
And I think Nimzo's on PB pace.
It looks like he may be, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching when he got the bow. He was a few seconds ahead.
Now on Link's screen, you can see the slow journey that is walking on ceilings with Iron Boots.
Yeah. See, what just happened to Fino is what happens to me whenever I try to do a running slash on that. I never get the, actually hit the rope. You just slash Erlu. Oh, okay. Thanks to me.
And Link finally finishing the long ceiling section.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a big time save for Wii.
And you can really see how much further Geo has pulled ahead just because of that one little difference.
Let's see how Fino fares with key shard skip. I'm not actually sure he goes for it. He might just get the key shard. It costs... Yeah, it looks like he's just getting the key shard. Costs like 40 seconds or so. Yeah, I keep saying 40 seconds, but I'm not actually sure. I haven't timed it in a little bit. It's something like that to just get the key shard instead of doing the skip first try.
Yeah, the number I heard was 35 seconds, so it's probably in that range of times.
I'm not actually sure what Nimzo's pace is. Looks like... I don't know. He's missed a couple of splits, and I don't know my times for this category well. I would not be surprised to see Nimzo get a 57. Nice jump attack. That was the last treacherous thing in the run. Nimzo's just gotta finish off the final boss. Well, never mind. Apparently, bonks are treacherous no matter what. As we can all attest.
Link with a very quick gate skip.
But Fyrus, the final boss, is kind of a pushover. I guess he's more of a pullover now that I think about it. Maybe he's a cardigan. See if Geo goes for key shard skip.
Yeah, so if Geo doesn't go for it and Link gets it quickly, then that'll really put him back in.
Geo is going for it. Looks like Nimzo is on low 58 pace. Unless his final split in his PB was very bad. Geo's having a little bit of trouble, and no, still going for it. The Link is quickly catching up.
Yeah, with it being mirrored, I'm not quite sure the timing or the angle for it. It looks like Geo's just kind of given up on it, isn't going to go for it anymore. Which is kind of a smart play if you can't get it.
Yeah, the trick... Oh, and it looks like Link...
And just like that, they're
for it, then.
They're neck and neck now, so...
We got Korotiri, nice. Well, I guess we'll put Simi back on after... Well, we've missed the action, but Love to see me back on after Nimzo finishes. Yeah, I was gonna say the jump key shard skip looks really, really easy. Like the ledge is right there. Why don't you just grab it? But it's surprisingly difficult.
Yeah,
We'll be
from.
finishing.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Nimzo is going to be finishing as soon as he says yes to Midna to exit the dungeon, which is in, I don't know, 40 seconds or something, a little less. I haven't been talking much about Fino's run since Nimzo was in the lead and the others were neck and neck. He's scolded some segment. Actually, I think Fino's on PB pace as well. Looking at the splits.
Looks like he's 3 seconds ahead PB right now.
Yeah. Oh, no. What happened to Geo? Was that during the Dangoro fight?
I'm not sure because I saw he got the first 2 hits off correctly,
Oh, no.
but I didn't see after that. I was looking at Fino's.
GG Nimzo? Yeah, oh, that's a big time loss for Geo. That is unfortunate. Also, I don't... Does the cutscene play again? Does he get to do the setup?
I
Fell
don't,
into lava.
I don't think it will.
Looks like it will. Chains are up, so yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good.
But yeah, Link has definitely pulled ahead of Geo now. They are like a minute and a half apart. And Simi the Trooper is finishing the run. He got the PD from Koro that I was describing earlier. It takes a while. So, guess, Simi, is it worth getting the boomerang if you do that?
Does it have TD?
Wait, did that not work? You didn't save and quit, did you?
Oh, you probably didn't talk to him enough.
Oh, yeah, with Koro TD it's 3 times.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
there
that
we
was
go.
it. And Fino getting the strap, but still hitting the rope, so loses a little bit of time because of the cutscene.
Yeah. I mean, now entering Goron Mines, it would take some really big catastrophes for Simikins to catch up to Link or Geo, but you never know. We'll at least get to see Simi's Goron Mines. He is a top player, and it will be a pleasure to see.
Yeah, it can still turn either way for Link or Geo.
Ooh.
Link may decide to go swimming. You never know.
I mean, he's inching to the left, yeah, so he doesn't get hit by the lava jet after taking the intentional damage. Yeah, I guess Boomerang doesn't even save that much time, does it? It saves a lot of effort. But time's like under a minute.
Wait. What I missed?
Simi's risky but time saver to note saves 4 seconds only. That was nuts. The platform was like vertical. What was that?
So
It
with
does a
that,
good trick.
Fino has about 1 minute 10 seconds until time, and he will earn his spot into the final bracket, and it is
Yeah.
now a close fight between Geo and Link for the redemption pool.
Yeah, Link is ahead, but you never know. Yeah, that was a really unfortunate mistake on Simi's part. Oh, Link, Simi lost Link's feed.
He is offline now, so
Oh no,
oh he's
dead.
okay. He's back.
Internet issues. Oh, Geo, no, Geo. Wait,
What?
no. So Geo got. Geo did some cool parkour to get over here. What the heck? Well, that was interesting. So he did some parkour to get up here instead of killing the Beamos, but then fell off and then did some interesting stuff.
Way to put on the show. I appreciate that, Geo.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
GG to Fino. Fino, I guess, forgot his final split, but looks like he beat second place in the race. How is Simi typing in chat when he's... I don't understand. Oh, right. We're 30 seconds behind. I forgot.
Yeah. But also, he's Simi, so he's impressive like that. And it's looking like Link is going to earn himself a chance at redemption.
Yeah, this boss fight is pretty easy. It would take a lot for Link to... I mean, he does have one heart. If he gets hit, then... Oh no, he's getting... No? Trying to get a heart. The camera's really weird in this room. If he were to get hit now, then he would die, and that would cost him a lot of time. But that's not happening. No worries, Link.
And that is all but GG's for Link.
You could miss the portal for half an hour.
Half an hour. That'd be really impressive.
Nice gate clip from Simi. That's what I just said. I'm impressed Simi and Nimzo are doing the sword combos on the magnet here. Those are really awkward to do at that angle. What is... Geo picked up the chain.
Make sure he's down, I guess.
Yeah. Never be too safe. And Link is mere seconds away from finishing. GG. Wait a minute. Time ends when you say yes to Midna, but he just said C to Midna. Does that count?
Valid.
Oh no. Looks like Gio's going to be the only one who can finish a run today.
The beach, one beach, one time, one beach, take time, beach.
I think Simi is spoiling something in chat. I guess we'll see what it was.
Oh no.
Did you go for a plunge?
I mean... No? No? Oh, you're doing fine. GG, Gio.
Did race time not count Link's time?
Oh, race time crashed. Wow. Can't stop the time. Oh no!
Like, we have it on video, so
Yeah, I assume Simi can manually put you in 3rd place. Oh, the no was in response to all of his runs being invalid. That makes sense.
oh,
Looks like his time is 105.19, judging by the splits.
all right, Trez fixed
Thanks,
it. Thank you,
Trez.
Trez.
Oh man, I can't even blame you in this channel.
Simi is
Simi
not
hasn't
done yet,
finished.
Gio.
Simi lost TD after getting it and had to take a big old detour to get Koro TD. Simi's currently about to get the bow. Oh yeah, anyone want to come in for an interview? I totally forgot.
Yo,
What's up, Link? Surprised Nimzo's not coming in for an interview. Link, you there? Yeah, I did see that, G. I mean, you did backflip.
Hello.
Hello?
GG.
GG.
Thank you. That was a hell of a run.
Yeah, it was exciting. A lot of that. Oh boy, Simi. Wow, we got it. Yeah, for a good bit there, you were neck and neck with Geo.
Yeah, I got like 4th try. Here you go.
Oh really? What?
Yeah.
Simi just shot the BMOs from behind. How did he do that?
So rude.
So,
What's up, Nimzo? GG. Highlights of the run, Link?
I golded 2 splits. So my light split crashed, so I don't know what they were. But I golded 2 splits.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm never connecting to race time through light split again. Even with the latest build, like when I stopped the run, when I split it on the very last split, it crashed. Like it completely crashed. I couldn't access the race time window.
Yeah, it seems nice for having splits like start at the right time, but you still have to know when to start the game, so it's not like it saves you any effort, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm never using that thing again.
Simi is probably going to go for some parkour. No, he's not. Oh, my feed was really behind. He had already not gone for the parkour by the time I started saying that.
Yeah, this race definitely took a lot of interesting turns.
Yeah, that was a very interesting run. Yeah, race. That was very interesting.
Was that a 3rd try, Hugo, for you? Or
4th.
2nd try? 4th try.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
boy.
messed up, like, I messed up the thing, like, twice, and then I got, like, the TA when I didn't meant to. Another time.
Pretty solid run for a 4th try, Hugo. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, without it, I would have been, like, what? A 102? 101? Or something? Or maybe
Something like
even,
that.
maybe even sub 1. No, sub 1, of course not. So that's what I was aiming for, so yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I remember now. I golded the EMS splits, which for me is a pain in the ass, so I'm really happy about that.
That thing is so hard in this category.
It is extremely difficult, yeah. Golded by 2 seconds, I think.
Yeah, the double EMS plus the I mean, not even RNG, it's just hard to play consistently on bugs.
Also, my gauge break segment was really good.
Oh yeah, you were in the lead at Cage Break. Then, oh yeah, your goats.
44-second goats.
38.
Yeah, when
I actually-
you have to lead them like away from the barn first.
Yeah. I actually did that on purpose because I was like, yeah, screw it, but like, yeah. Didn't...
No, I think that was the right play. Like at
yeah,
that point,
yeah. I just messed up.
it was very entertaining both for us.
That's what I was thinking. I was laughing too. So.
And Simi has entered the final cutscene. He's a minute 10 or so away from finishing. And all things considered, what is that, a 1:14 or so is a pretty good time for losing your text displacement.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder if you somehow lose your text displacement after talking to Bo, but you've only talked to him like 4 times, let's say. Can you talk to him 1 or 2 more times to get up to a total of 5 or 6 and get the same text displacement?
Doesn't the boat text like reset or something? If you talk
No,
to him
not if
two
you talk
times?
to him 4 to 6 times. It continues where you left off. You tried that? No. Well, I thought... Oh, you tried that when... Okay. Yeah. I wasn't watching your stream for a little bit because you were off the feed. Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, because if you do 2 to 3, it starts over. Yeah. And a 1:14, 06, 07, 03. Simi. G. Care to come in for an interview, Simi? I'll have to sneak a
That was
word in
very
edgewise with
interesting.
Nimzo talking all over the place. Sorry to everyone in Redemption bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to do this every run now.
Mandatory route for the rest of the brackets now.
Also, yeah, the leaderboard is kind of messed up. Like, yeah, on the stream, it's pretty funny. Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that to all of what happened today to happen. That was interesting.
But you made it on to the redemption pool, so
Yep.
I kind of feel like I don't deserve it because like I was watching the stream and I saw that Gio died in the Dengara fights. If he didn't die, he would have won. Like, yeah,
I mean,
sucks
that's,
for that really sucks for him.
that's how runs go. If no one had made any mistakes, you all would have tied.
Sure, yeah. Hey, Simi.
Hey, Simi. GG.
Hello, GG.
That was an eventful run.
Sorry. Alright, all good now.
So what did the restream miss? So I think we went away from you when you were just kind of standing in Bo's house, and then came back as you were entering Goron Mines. And I didn't see anything that happened in
You missed
between.
the fun part.
Yeah.
So I went back to... Because I had the same thought of like, well, I only talked 4 times. Can I just talk 2 more times and then still get TD? No, that doesn't work. So then I stood in Bo's house for a bit and was like, okay, no, I need 4 TD. So then I did like the Orpheus Shadows rupee route. Kind of.
Oh, the purple in Orden.
Yeah, so Bo got iron boots, went and got the purple from behind the water wheel, cut some pumpkins just for some extra greens, and then obviously you don't have the portal to get to Forest Temple. So I had to walk to
Yeah.
South Garden and run all the way there. And I wolf jumped over, and then there was a midna trigger by the gate that I couldn't get past. And I realized it's because I'd advanced the state of the area enough that I had to do
Oh no.
swing the lantern, so I had to do monkey pushing.
Oh my god.
And then I was like, do I need lantern? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I did need lantern. The golden wolf was there, so I had to transform wolf to get past it without getting ending blow. Don't need that in Goron mines. I kind of forgot what I was doing in Forest Temple because the last time I did Forest Temple was glitchless, but it was kind of fun. Got Uku, had to bonk a bunch of totems to get enough rupees to get 100, obviously. And then Uku out, walked to Koro, failed Koro TD once because I haven't done it for 2 years. Got it second try, woohoo, and then stream caught up.
Nice. Yeah, that's. I kind of wish we had you on screen for the monkey pushing.
Which is funny because I'm actually really practiced at it from glitchless.
That's good. I can't remember what it was. There was one time I accidentally did monkey pushing. I can't remember why. It was like a similar situation. It might have been a rando or something.
I only realized it took me like 30 seconds of like trying to wolf jump attack over the midna trigger, but I realized it was there because I had to do monkey pushing.
Yeah. That is an unfortunate time.
Yeah. I mean, my surprise when the regular text didn't come up when I talked to Goron, I was like, hold on. Instead of walking away, I just tried to roll behind him just to check if it worked, because I was pretty sure it didn't. And, yeah. Of course, the moment I realized TD wasn't there, I realized it was because I hit the cutscene, which is such a shame, because I literally was, like, looking at chat and just kind of running around waiting for the thing to fall.
Yeah.
So I hit the cutscene in the corner. But had I thought for one more second, if you just don't skip those cutscenes, TD stays, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
I think it's the same as EBF. I might be wrong. But
yeah, I was going to say it's how EBF works.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
so
funny.
You're the expert on the brackets. Does the bracket that you're going to ever link up with the final or like the winners bracket?
I'm eliminated.
Okay, but
the redemption bracket is just a parallel side fun bracket. So Nimzo and Fino go to winners. GG. Dio. Wait, no, I'm looking at the screen. Link actually comes first. Yeah. Link goes to the last chance pool. So then last chance is G's, Ace, TGD, and Link. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
That's gonna be interesting.
It was funny yesterday. Actually, we were talking about just the odd schedules that people in last chance pool have, and Sky said to me, "The last one better not be used to me because obviously New Zealand is a kind of awkward time zone to coordinate." I was like, "Well, now that you've said that, but I had to do one better. Not get third. I had to get fifth, just to mix things up."
Definitely not what anyone expected.
No. Well, now unfortunately, I will 100% have to send off a JP copy to someone. Because part of my motivation for entering was, if I win, I don't have to send it away.
So, is it like your JP copy? Is it just the one you have, or do you have multiple?
I have more than one, and it is the other one.
Okay.
No, I'm not giving up my copy just for this.
Yeah. You're giving up the one with slower loads, of course.
Oh, naturally.
Extensive load testing.
You can just put a faster CPU in your Wii and go torture mode. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to France, Kays, but I mean, don't worry. Tortures.
Huh?
Oh, good. Any final words from anybody here?
I had fun.
This bracket is gonna be tumultuous for a lot of people, I think. Expect upsets everywhere.
The rest of the tournament is gonna be very interesting, I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, looks like the next races we'll see are Anarakis versus Case, Andy
Well, first
versus.
it'll be the last chance pool,
Oh, that has to happen in that order.
ideally.
Oh, I see. Yeah, last chance pool. Winner of that against Dean. Dean against whoever just won. Who just won? Nimzo. Anno versus Case. Sky and me. And Andy versus Fino. Nice matchups.
Indeed.
Except that Sky and Anna or Sky and Case are already disqualified.
Yeah, I think I have to fix that. I don't know why I did that, but
Alright. I hope you all enjoyed what you saw. That was some fun race, some interesting race, and well, let's remind everybody that that small meteor cutscene kills people. So don't look at it.
Yeah, it's definitely good to know.
let this
Yeah.
be a lesson for everybody. If that ever happens to anyone else again, that's on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And without further ado, all that's left to do is to say thank you to Beast, thank you so much to TGD, and GG's to everyone involved in this race. So, let me send you off to the main channel of ZSR. Thank you for watching. We're going to be back with more stuff from the brackets and from the last chance match, whenever that will be. And with that, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.